I'm recording. And what kind of equipment can you suggest for long rides?
So I am. This is an American bike. It's a Giant.
Yeah.
I have Arkel panniers. The panniers are the luggage that travels with the bicycle.
So what do you call them?
Panniers.
Panniers.
In English?
Panniers.
Panniers.
How do you spell that?
P-A-N-N-I-E-R-N.
Okay.
It's the same term for both bicycles and motorcycles.
Does it come away with a bike or?
No. You buy.
Do you buy it separately?
You buy them separately. So you buy a rack, which is this device here, and this mounts to the bicycle, and then the panniers hang on the rack.
Yeah, because we can't find those panniers here in Georgia.
You may not be able to buy them here in the country, but you can always order them online.
Online,
you
so
can get them delivered to you.
How much are they?
It will depend on the model that you get and how good they are. These are some fairly expensive ones. A set was maybe $300.
Do the bags come with them?
Do the what come with them?
Do the bags come with them? With the panniers?
So these are the panniers. The bags are the panniers.
I got it. I got it.
These are panniers. So this is the rack and the panniers. And the rack is about $50 to $70.
Can these panniers be mounted on my bike?
Absolutely.
But I don't think so.
You need to have two things. You need to have this mount here and a mount here. So yes, you could mount these on your bike.
So how much did you say they cost?
So the rack is probably around $50 to $100, depending on which one that you get.
$50 to $100,
depending on
Australian?
US dollars.
US dollars.
And then the panniers could be anywhere from $100 to $500, depending on which model you buy.
Okay.
And some people, I don't travel with them, but some people also have front panniers as well to balance the bike out.
You have only the front suspension, right?
That is correct, yes.
Front suspension, no rear suspension.
Most people, when they tour, do not use a mountain bike like this. They use a traditional touring bike.
Yeah.
Which is set up for long distance touring.
So why did you decide on this one?
Because the suspension is good for rough roads.
Yeah.
And also because it's much cheaper and less expensive than a proper touring bike. A proper touring bike will cost thousands of dollars.
How much did it cost?
US about $700.
700. Yeah, it's almost the same price here. So you are riding a Talon, Giant.
That's right.
Giant Talon. Is it a new model?
No, I've had this for maybe 4 years.
4 years?
Yep.
So, and how often do you ride? How often do you take long rides? Are you on vacation?
I'm on vacation at the moment. I've taken 3 weeks from my work in New York to come here and do this holiday.
I'm sorry. You said you were Australian.
I am Australian, but I live in New York.
You live in New York and you work there?
I work there.
Okay, I didn't ask your name.
My name is Phil.
Phil. Levant.
Levant. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I hope that's helpful for you.
Yeah, that will be. That is going to work.
Okay. One other thing that you should know is most people will travel with the rear panniers and the handlebar bag. The front panniers, some people use them and some people do not. So using the front panniers means the bicycle is...
So it's very interesting what kind of, consoles do you have for this one?
So this is
it a speedometer?
This is a speedometer and also a GPS.
GPS. Is it a wireless speedometer?
Yes. It doesn't, in fact, it doesn't use any sensors. It uses your
GPS.
It uses the GPS to actually
GPS, yeah, that's right. So you are using a mirror.
That's right.
Rear view mirror.
Just to keep an eye on the traffic behind me.
So I prefer to work out my neck.
To look around.
To exercise my neck.
That's how I normally do so, but when you do it 10,000 times a day, it's easy to use the mirror.
Yeah, especially when you are inside a heavy traffic.
Yes.
So what size is your bike?
I don't know. I think it's 18 inches.
My bike says it's 20 inches.
I think, yeah, yours looks a bit bigger.
20 inches or 50 centimeters?
I think this is 18 inches.
18?
Yeah, mine is a bit smaller.
So did it choose depending on your height?
Yes,
or
my height, entirely.
How high are you? How tall are you?
5 foot 10 and a half.
I'm sorry.
How much?
Meters,
170.
5 and?
5 foot 10 inches, 10 and a half
5'10".
inches. Yep.
Okay.
Or 178 centimeters.
78.
178.
78. Okay. Did you choose your bike especially for your weight? Because I was told that weight was the thing that matters.
The weight is important, but your height is also the most important thing in determining the frame size. But you're right. Your weight will determine how strong your frame should be.
So, is it a heavy frame or is it a
Yeah,
carbon frame?
No, it's not a carbon frame. It's aluminium.
Aluminium.
It's actually quite heavy.
So is mine.
But my bicycle is probably, before I put all the luggage on.
Can you compare the weight of my bicycle with yours? Is it heavy? I would like to hear your opinion.
No, yours is much lighter. Yours would be almost 5 kilograms lighter than mine.
5?
Mine
Really?
is about 15 kilograms. Mine is a heavy bike.
Oh, rock shocks. You got rock shocks for. Oh. Yeah. That was nice. What about the pedals? The pedals are specially made for your shoes?
Yeah, they are standard Shimano tubeless pedals. There's nothing special about them at all. They are very, very common.
You don't feel any change or...
No. Everybody who uses mountain bikes, or most people who use mountain bikes, will use these types of pedals.
Wow. So you are riding with 2 flasks?
3
flasks?
And
so
I have also more water in the...
What are all those for?
Water.
Only water?
Just water. That's it.
Drinking water or?
Drinking water. Yes, of course. Just for drinking.
Drinking water. So do you have a pump? Hand pump?
I do. In fact, I have 2. I carry a spare one.
No, we don't understand. So, that's all right. And what about electricity? Do you have a dynamo?
No.
Why not?
I don't need one. What do I need a dynamo
So you
for?
don't take night rides, right? Do you?
Oh, no, never. No, I will not ride.
Because I have a tail light.
I have a light, but I will choose not to ride at night. The drivers in this part of the world are terrible. They're very dangerous drivers. So for me, it's much safer not to be on my bicycle when I am cycling at night.
Yeah, Phil. So, where are you going from Armenia?
Home. I have another 10 days, and then I fly from Armenia, from Yerevan on June 10th.
So do you often take long biking holidays
not
to
so
another
often.
countries?
Too expensive. So this is the 3rd time I have done it in 12 years.
Oh,
So
12
not
years.
so often.
So how long have you been riding?
Like touring,
Yeah, touring.
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah. So I do a lot in my own country, but travelling internationally because the air flights and so forth is quite expensive.
So are you saying that traveling with a bike is much cheaper than traveling on a regular tour?
Of course. But you still have the expense of getting to the country in the first place. It's still expensive to get here.
I don't think that you had to pay anything when entering the country.
No. There's no cost to enter the country, but there's a cost to carry a bicycle on the plane, and also there's just the cost of the ticket. Now it's not cheap to come. Depends where you travel to, but a ticket from New York to here is quite expensive.
Yeah, I agree. Did you take a direct flight, or do you
No,
take?
you cannot fly direct from the United States to here. You have to go via.
Do you take
London.
KLM?
No, I took
Turkish Airways.
no British Midland International.
To Georgia?
BMI. Yep. No.
To Baku.
That's right.
Yeah, because that company doesn't have flights
To Georgia. Right.
to Georgia. Yeah, it was nice to talk to you.
Very nice to talk to you also. I
So,
hope this has been helpful for you.
yeah, this is going to be helpful for my club members.
Good. I'm glad.
Because sharing experience is very important.
I understand.
Because
I agree.
we are newbies
Right.
in riding a bike, so I'm going to ride to the nearby Tbilisi, to the nearby country.
Okay.
It's uphill.
Right.
It is going to be a very tough ride. this weekend, so let's see.
Good for you.
But we have never risked to ride for a 2-day tour, for
Right.
an overnight tour.
Okay. Well,
So
maybe
you
a little
suggest
bit of big information.
You suggest to carry a tent, and
Yes, I think if you're going just for overnight, you could almost get away with just carrying stuff on your rack, and that's it. Like you don't need the panniers. Maybe just a rack and a small bag that you tie down and some clothes and a tent.
yeah, I have another bike for a sitter ride.
Oh, okay, good.
For sitter rides, but that bike has a rack, and I can carry some stuff on it.
Okay. Well, maybe you could use that for your tour.
But yesterday I was unlucky
Right.
because when I came out riding on this bike, suddenly it started raining.
Oh, right.
So I left it at the office.
Right.
By the way, my office is near where we met.
Oh, I see. Right.
So I saw you riding past me.
Right.
Okay,
Well, thank you very much.
thank you, and have a nice ride.
I will. Thank you.